Alright, what is up there guys, this is Cob, and ever since patch 7.1.5, you've been able to buy a bind on account item that you can send to an alt character or a freshly leveled character of your choosing. Use it on them and instantly gain like 20 artifact knowledge levels. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you're alting a Warlock, for example, and you want to spend some of your traits in the old Scepter of Sargeras, a video like this might help you out. In this video, finally, extremely late on in the expansion, let's be honest, it took me way too long to get this video out. We're going to cover my artifact trait pathing, I suppose you'd call it. Artifact pathing spec or whatever. Alright, so obviously this guide is more relevant to PvP players. I'm assuming it's quite similar though for PvEs as well. I haven't looked up any guides or I haven't worked super hard to optimize this. This is just the path that I went with. It's worth bearing in mind that I was playing Shadowburn spec when I first went for this pathing build or whatever, but I still think that's relevant now. It does favour a Case Bolt playstyle a lot more anyway than the old extinct Shadowburn playstyle, as it were. So, Dimensional Rift, you get that one for free. You have to go into Flames of the Pit, increases fire damage. We're just going to whiz through it pretty quickly, to be honest. Now, I actually value Conflagration of Chaos as the first golden artifact trait to go for. It's just so fucking good. It procs very, very often, actually. It's like every second Conflagrate, I feel like, gets a Conflagration of Chaos proc and essentially doubles the fucking damage of the spell, you know, on every second Conflagrate. So, it's really, really fucking good. Make our way towards that first. So you have to go Devourer of Life. It sort of sucks, right? But gotta do it. It is worth going into Planeswalker, especially, again, if you're mainly playing PvP. Transporting through your demonic gateway increases movement speed by 30% for 6 seconds. Definitely worth picking up. Residual Flames, then you have to go into increases immolate damage. Conflagration of Chaos. Really, really nice. It's a nice little trait. Lovely stuff. Moving on a bit further down, you kind of want to skip Fires from the Sky here. It's just not the best trait because Rain of Fire is shit by basically every measurement that I've ever encountered in my life. So you want to go Master of Disaster instead. Increase Incinerate damage. You do actually use Incinerates every now and again, you know. Demonic Durability. Fucking awesome, right? In case it's not obvious, by the way, we're going for Dimension Ripper before going for Lord of Flames. A lot of people, oh my god, Lord of Flames, it's so sick. I don't think that it's that sick. I just don't think that it's that sick. I actually think that some of the minor traits over here are better than the golden trait that is Lord of Flames. Once every 10 minutes, right? So that's like once per arena game, even though it is like a once every 10 minutes added effect to your Summon Infernal. Summon Infernal will summon 3 additional mini Infernals to save you for 25 seconds. Even though it's a once every 10 minutes thing, it does actually proc in instant PvP, in rated PvP as well. So it does activate, you do get value out of it. I just find it very hard to measure how effective this thing actually is. I don't think that's that great. Dimension Ripper, you really, really feel it when you get a Dimension Ripper proc, but we'll get to that in a sec. The traits on the way to Dimension Ripper are just fucking awesome. And that's part of the reason I wanted to go for it first. Demonic Durability, oh my god, man. Reduces the cooldown of Unending Resolve by 30 seconds. Unending Resolve is basically the Destro shield wall with like an aura mastery effect thrown in there so you can't be interrupted or silenced. And for Destro, it already has a 1.5 minute cooldown. This fucking one trait here should be a goddamn gold trait that's that good, right? 1 minute cooldown shield wall? That's insane. That's the same cooldown as Sacrificial Pact, man. Or Dark Pact, or whatever the fuck they call it these days. Really, really good trait right there. Out of these two, which one's honestly better? Probably the Soul Snatcher one. Case Bolt has a 5% chance to refund 1 Soul Shard every time you go ahead and cast it. Way better than that one. Incinerates, fair enough. Yeah, you're going to be casting them every now and again, but it's never ideal, you know what I'm saying? Chaotic Instability. Critical strike damage of Case Bolt increased by 2.5%. 3 points into there. Boom! Dimension Ripper. Incinerate has only a 5% chance to grant a charge of Dimensional Rift, but 5% is okay. You get some surprisingly sick value out of this every now and again. The proc chance should just be doubled in PvP. Fuck it, tripled in PvP in my opinion. It is way too low, but when it does proc, I feel like you really, really feel it. As opposed to Lord of Flames having bad traits leading up to it that you have to like kind of pick your way through. Or at least the Drain Life one is just, oh my god, it's so fucking awful, you know? And once you get there, it's really hard to measure just how big of an impact it has. But that being said, it is probably better just to go Eternal Struggle next. After casting Life Tap, take 9% less damage. Bending Hunger is actually pretty good. Increases the critical strike chance of Immolate by 8%. It's actually a lot better than Eternal Struggle. It's debatable whether you go back for Impish Incineration. I personally just go for Lord of Flames first. Impish Incineration increases damage dealt by Doomguard's Doombolt and Demonic Power damage. Oh yeah, that's the Grimoire of Sacrifice damage. The proc damage that you get from Grimoire of Sac is increased by 50%. A lot more relevant for PvEers. In most rated PvP, you're actually using like a Fell Hunter as Destro, so it's really questionable when you whether you want to pick this one up. I guess if you're playing mostly casual PvP, like Battlegrounds or whatever, and you're sacrificing your demon a lot, then sure. This talent is actually probably better at that point than Lord of Flames. Just depends what you're doing, the value on this little trade here. After that point, yeah, you just got to fill up the rest of the slots, right? If you really want to optimize it, the only one that we've really skipped is Fire in the Flames and Fire from the Sky. Fire from the Sky is just abominably bad. It is one of the... Yeah, it's definitely worth skipping that one. You want to go Fire in the Flames next. Reduces cast time of Incinerate by 2%. Just a bit more Dimension Ripper. What's it called? Synergy, that's the word I'm looking for. 3 in there, then you unlock the Stolen Power ones. It's at this point where it gets a little bit cloudy. Do you save your artifact power or not? Share down below. Because I know that new artifact traits are actually coming out in patch 7.2. We're going to get like a bunch of new artifact traits to spend our artifact power on. I don't know if it's worth saving the artifact power at all. Anyways, what left to talk about really? Choosing the Fell artifact relics and the Fire artifact relics. Honestly, to begin with, especially if you're a PvP player, item level. That's all you want, man. All you're going for is fucking item level. I'm pretty sure that the relics do take effect in PvP. In generally, PvP relics, you want to go for things that, you know, replenish soul shards after throwing out the Chaos Bolt. You want things like increased Immolate crit chance. That's good as well for soul shard generation. Or you just want the flat out bonus damage on Chaos Bolts, right? Best ones for PvP. But I would say that until you get like really good item level relics anyway, for whatever, you know, the average item level is for the given patch that we're in, just focusing on item level is the most important thing as a PvPer. And alright, that's going to wrap it up. Really simple video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too late. I hope that some of you guys maybe have Warlock ults and, like I say, are going to accelerate that artifact knowledge level and start spending a bunch of points in the Scepter anytime soon. I hope this video helps you out and helps you with some of your choices. I really don't think it matters that much. That's the original reason why I didn't go ahead and make an artifact knowledge or artifact trait video, you know, or what pathing are you going for, Cobb, and all this. I was like, well, just go for anything, you know. You're going to get them all eventually anyway, but fuck it. I guess I sort of missed the boat with that, and I hope that this video can make up for it, you know, and help some of you guys out now at least, you know. So hell, thanks for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your goddamn day now. I'm going to catch all of you guys just a bit later. The one button that I just pushed there. Not those little ones, but that one that I clicked just as I mentioned. 125,000? When the expansion first launched? Holy shit, that thing gives 600 artifact power. That's the sickest thing I've ever seen.